Welcome to Let's Concentrate. In today's session, you are going to learn about change, reversible and irreversible changes, fast and slow changes, physical and chemical changes, expansion and contraction, finally physical changes of water. Every day, a lot of changes occurring in our surroundings. When a piece of ice kept in open space changes to water. On adding sugar in water, taste changes to sweet. Setting of curd is a change. Moving object changes its position with respect to time. So what exactly changes? Change refers to the difference occurring in color, shape, size or position of things around us. Let us observe some changes that we come across in our daily life. Day changes to night. Seed turn into sprouts. Raw mango turn into fruit. Raw vegetables upon cooking turns into cooked vegetables. The same way, if you keep iron object in open space, it forms a flaky layer which is known as rusting of iron. On burning fuels like coal and wood, it forms ash. Change is happening in our body also, such as growth of hair, growth of nail, gain in height and weight. So all these changes can be classified into reversible and irreversible changes, fast and slow changes, physical and chemical changes, finally expansion and contraction. So let us learn one by one what these kind of classifications are. Reversible changes. To understand reversible changes, let us perform an activity. Take a balloon, blow it. Take care it doesn't burst. After some time, let the air escape. You can get the balloon back. The same way, take a paper and fold it into a rocket. After some time, unfold the paper. You can get the same paper again. The same way, if you want to make chapati, on rolling chapati dough, if you are not happy with the shape, you can make the dough again as a ball. So all these changes are reversible because upon reversing the action, you can get back the initial substance. So what are reversible change? A change in which you can get back the initial substance by reversing the action is called reversible change. Let us learn about irreversible change. For this also, let us perform few more activities. Take the same balloon, blow it to its full extent and let it burst. Is it possible to get the balloon back once if it bursts? No. So these kind of changes are irreversible changes. The same way, growth of a baby to an adult. It is not possible to come back to baby state once if a baby turns into an adult. The same way, if you drop a whole egg on the floor, it is not possible to get the egg back as a whole. So all these changes are irreversible changes. So what are irreversible change? A change in which you cannot get back the initial substance by reversing the action is called irreversible change. I hope the first classification is clear for you all. Next, fast and slow changes. So if you burn paper, it catches fire quickly. Upon dissolving sugar in water, it happens in a very fast manner. So changes that occurs within few minutes or few seconds, those kind of changes are called fast changes. Example, burning of paper, dissolving salt in water. But changes that take long time to occur, they are called slow changes. Like, day changes to night, it takes long time. The same way, corrosion, that is, iron objects upon oxidation turns into rusting of iron, take a long time to occur. So those kind of changes are called slow changes. So changes that take long time to occur, that may be few minutes, hours or months to occur, those kind of changes are called slow changes. So second classification also over. Now the third classification of changes, that is your physical and chemical changes. Physical changes are the changes in which the molecule present are all the same. See, observe these images. The molecule present in the paper and the pieces of paper, both are same. The same way, if you take chocolate bar and if you melt it, the molecule present in them are same, but their shape and texture are different. So you may be wondering what are molecules. So molecule is nothing but the smallest unit of substance which can exist independently. So now let us study the definition of physical changes. Physical changes are the changes in which the molecule present in the substance remain the same, but their shape, size and position changes. Now let us learn about chemical changes. On burning wood, it forms ash. Upon oxidation of iron objects, it forms rust. Once if you bake the chapati, the molecules present in them are different, isn't it? From the dough to chapati. And the same way, if you boil an egg, it forms different nature of egg. So chemical changes occurs as a result of chemical reaction between molecules of substance. A new substance is formed. So in the case of burning of wood, you are getting a new substance which is nothing but ash. The same way, iron objects turns into a new form of rust. The same way, upon baking of chapati, you are getting a new product which is cooked chapati. So it is not the same as it was in the dough form. The same way, upon boiling of egg, the texture changes. The molecule present in them are different. So chemical changes occurs as a result of chemical reaction between them. Due to chemical reaction, you can get new substance. Now let us learn about our last classification of change, that is expansion and contraction. So expansion is the increase in dimension of a body when subjected to increase in temperature and internal pressure, etc. So if expansion happens due to increase in temperature, we can say that as thermal expansion. Contraction is the opposite of expansion. So expansion, if due to expansion, if increase in size happens, upon contraction, the opposite used to occur, that is decrease in size used to happen. This technique is used to fix the metal ring in the wooden wheel of a cart. The same way, these kind of objects are all used for agriculture purpose to dig the land. In that, the wooden handles are fixed using the method called your expansion and contraction. I hope you all are clear with the types of changes or the classification of changes. Now let us learn about physical changes of water. So you all may be aware of the physical changes of water. Let me explain to you in detail. When solid ice kept in open space, it changes to water. This process is known as melting. The same way, again, if you refrigerate water, it forms the solid ice back. This is known as freezing. So let us learn the definition. Melting. The process of conversion of solid ice into water is called melting. The same way, the process of conversion of water back into its solid ice is called freezing. If you heat water, it changes to water vapor. Again, upon cooling the water vapor, you can get water again. So these kind of processes are all known as evaporation and condensation. So what is evaporation? The process of conversion of water into its vapor form is known as evaporation, and the process of conversion of water vapor back into water is called condensation. Let us perform an activity. So for this activity, we are going to make sugar solution. So what is solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. Here in sugar solution, the solute is sugar. So solute is a component present in small quantity in a solution. And then we need a solvent, which is water. So solvent is nothing but it is the component, usually a liquid that can dissolve another substance. So to form a sugar solution, we need the solute, that is sugar, and the solvent, which is water. Now you are going to say that how to separate sugar solution. Yes, using the process called evaporation and condensation. Very good. Now let me give you one more information. On the basis of the amount of solute added to the solution, we can classify the solution as saturated solution and unsaturated solution. Saturated solution is the solution in which no more solute can be dissolved, but unsaturated solution is a solution in which more solute can be dissolved. Let us summarize. So in today's class, we have discussed about change. Change refers to the difference occurring in color, shape, size or position of things around us. reversible and irreversible changes. A change in which you can get back the initial substance by reversing the action is called reversible change. A change in which you cannot get back the initial substance by reversing the action is called irreversible change. And our second classification of change, that is fast and slow changes. Changes that happens within few minutes or seconds, those kind of changes are called fast changes, and changes that take a long time to occur, they are known as slow changes. After that, our third classification of change, that is physical and chemical changes. Physical changes are the changes in which molecule present are same, but in chemical changes the molecule present in them are different and new products are formed. Finally, we have also studied about expansion and contraction. Expansion is the increase in dimension of an object when subjected to increase in temperature and external pressure. If expansion happens due to increase in temperature, it is known as thermal expansion. Contraction is nothing but the opposite of expansion. We have also discussed about the physical changes of water, that is melting, freezing, evaporation and condensation. I hope you all are clear with today's class. Now it's time to test your knowledge. Look at these images and predict the appropriate changes. I hope you all are clear with our class. To concentrate more, do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.